You already know what's going on, man. FLM the mob, Donatello the gang, Voski checking in, and I am 3 times Zilla.
I'm 3 times iller, three times iller, 3 times iller.
All right, we got Voski, and on your channels you going what? You go under what? Voski Music.
You know, my Instagram, Voski Music, Snapchat, Voski going wild. You know, but the music is MUZIK, spell it that way. Tap in.
All right, tell the people where you from.
Man, I'm out of Watts, California, man.
And Watts is a broad city, so I mean I know it's multiple facets of environments, gangs, and different places
Yeah,
and locations in Watts. So what part of Watts you from?
from the 112th side, like 112th from Wilmington, 112th from Great. You know,
Is that where you grew up, born and raised?
yeah, born and raised all my life. Went to all the schools in that area.
What schools did you go to?
Gray Street Elementary, Markham Middle School, David Jordan High School.
And what was life for you like growing up in Watts? Did you grow up with both parents?
I could say that because I got a step pops that's in my life. You know, he there. But my pops, he was murdered in like 2001 when I was going on 12, like beginning of middle school. Yeah, I grew up with both parents.
So how did that affect you, like losing your pops at a
Oh
young
man,
age?
I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of hard because I know certain people, they grew up, like say they pops died before they was born. It's kind of a difference. I know they go through some seeing people on Father's Day or seeing people interact with their fathers and stuff like that. But it's a difference because I lost mine at like 12, so I got to experience him. I got to see the good things, the bad things. You know, I got to experience him and then get it all wiped away from you in a blink of an eye, second. So it kind of messed me up, you know. But after that, I made my own decisions.
Your dress kind of on the mic, but let's keep going. So you say you saw a lot of people with both of their parents, and you know you felt a little bit, you felt a kind of way. Did you feel? Were you close to your step pops? Did you have any type of close relationship with him?
Yeah, I had a coach. You know, he there. I ain't gonna be one of them niggas that just be like, oh, he ain't. You know, he was there. He played a good part. He been around since a nigga probably was like 6 or 7. So, you know, shout out Step Pops. He was there, but you gotta understand, like at that time in the beginning, when the situation happened, I ain't want to hear none of that. Like I kind of gave him a hard time. Like don't want to call him Step Pops because you don't want to replace who the real, you know, who your real pops is. You feel me?
So, do you got any other siblings? Any other brothers and sisters?
Oh yeah, I got 2 brothers from my mom. I got a sister from my pops and another brother from my pops. You know, my little brother, he doing his thing. Check him out, man. School life juju, man. He going crazy on them scooters. He sponsored and all that. He a daredevil.
And so, with your father passing, and you have 2 brothers,
Yeah.
with your mom, I'm assuming you stayed with them because that's your mother. Now, the kids, your siblings that you have with the same dad but different mothers, how was your relationship with them? Were you guys in contact with each other? Did you stay in contact with each other?
We stayed in contact, but I can't lie. I was kind of like messed up in the head, so I wasn't really around. Then I was living like a little, not that fast of a life, but living a little fast life. So I tried to I tried to keep my distance away from my sister because I didn't want her to get too attached to me and like feel to like get too, because everything that was close to her then died. She had a brother that died, her mother died on my birthday, same year as our daddy. So it's like, I'm the only one, and I ain't want to be around her and making her feel that love, and then something happened to me. But I broke out of all that, you know, a nigga grown now, but we kept in contact, and then little bro, he was a baby, so he ain't never get to meet our pops, but we all tight, you know, a nigga here, it ain't never too late.
Okay, so now growing up in Watts, who were you? A lot of people are affiliated with certain neighborhoods. It's up to you whether you want to put that up out there or not. are you more affiliated and close with a certain neighborhood up over there?
Oh yeah, man, I'm around the Grape Street area. You know, that's where a nigga whole family from. 112th and Great, the Backstreet part. You know, 9-5 to the 12th, man. Shout out to Briggs too. So I'm tied in with them.
Okay, now I noticed you have one one of your eye colors
Yeah.
is different. Now, is that a contact?
Nah, that's it. That's it. It's me. It's
Yeah.
real.
You was born like that?
Nah, man. You know, I'm one of the reasons they tell your kids don't play with fireworks. I'm the example. I'm the first one, man. Blew it out 4th of July, playing around. Had surgery and all that. They said it's nothing they could do. You know, and this how the world is now. They probably got all type of technology, can make a nigga see again or something. I can't see it all out of here, no vision. But I probably don't even want it. You know, that shit'll feel weird to me. I'm already used to this.
So
What it is.
what you mean playing around? What happened?
I
What were you
mean, it
playing
was
around
dark
with?
time, and you know, niggas shooting like, what's that shit, man? You shoot and they shoot 10 times and throwing
Like Roman
fireworks,
candles?
Roman candles and different stuff. You know, we kids, we hiding in the dark, dodging fireworks. We already black, you can't see us at night. So it's just fireworks just going crazy, and that shit was like a movie, just slow mo. Like, it was like I think it was a cherry bomb though, like stop right there. Blue,
Oh, never.
hit face bloody like a wrestler.
And how old were you then?
I was like 6 or 7.
6. So your dad was still alive then, huh?
Yeah, yeah, man. You already know they targeted step pops. They wanted his ass. They came to the hospital like a mob movie, man. That nigga did it. I'm like, man, no, he ain't do it. It wasn't him. But you know, I went through all that crazy shit.
Oh, he thought he was responsible for
Oh
it?
yeah, man. They wanted to have him.
But everything panned out cool?
Panned out cool.
Okay, so now tell us, how did you get into and veer into rapping, into music?
Into music.
Yeah.
Like, I've always been into music. Like, I'm a music head. I love music, but the rapping thing, I wasn't rapping. One day I was rolling with my pops. He was playing like that old school Juvenile Cash Money shit. And he just tapped me like, rap, Dev, rap. And I told the man, I'm like, man, I don't know how to rap. Nigga said, oh, use a square. I'm offended. I'm like, nigga just called me a square and all that. Like, crazy. So he had this boom box. So when he died, they gave me his radio. He had a boom box and it had mic on there, like you could record through the boom box. So I'm like, I'm with my cousin Trey, man. Shout out to Montre too. That's my favorite cousin. I just tapped him like, you want to rap? Let's rap. So you know, back in the days, they used to sell single CDs that had a artist single, the song a cappella, and an instrumental. So we threw that bitch on and we just went crazy, like all freestyling. We were like, oh, we got this. And it just started from there, honestly.
Okay, so I remember a year that Cash Money came up over to Watson. I know they shot a video up over there.
Yeah.
You
They
remember
did,
what video that was?
They did Cash Money as an Army, and they did Juvenile Follow Me Now.
And were you around then? Did you see any of that taking
I was
place?
around, but I ain't see it. I ain't gonna lie. I probably was playing WWE in the house in the video games or on the bike somewhere. But everybody in that video from the different hoods and Watts, like I can name down there everybody in that video. And some of them people still around. He need to come back and redo it and show them old faces. Like, I remember that happened. Like, even the homies got offered. They was bougie. They told them to be extras. They like, hell no, we need some money. Y'all gotta pay us to be in this. And all. So they missed out on that, but that was good.
Did that have any influence? Did that have any influence on you musically, or do you think that kind of affected the neighborhood? Different seeing artists like that come through, and being that they turned out to be such prominent artists, do you think that has some type of effect on you or any influence?
Hell yeah, because at that time when they did that, that's when it was fun. Like, even though it was different hoods and all that, people still meet up in the school, play basketball, our hood against their hood, or it was the time when everything was cool. It was stuff going on, but then was like good times. And then I always been influenced by Cash Money and No Limit. And, yeah.
Okay, now, what was life like going like I hear when you going to Markham,
Yeah.
That's the school, like they call it, what, gladiator school? Is that when people really choose or identify the hoods?
That's when it get real. That's when it's pick a side. That's when it's pick a side.
Explain going through that. What did you go through with dealing with that?
Hey, it's crazy. It's crazy because I ain't gonna lie. Like my uncles, all them, they from Grape Street. So when we grew up, we from Grape. We throwing up G's. We drinking nothing but grape sodas. Like we just want to wear. Like we never knew how deep it was.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly didn't even know about the projects.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm at Grape Street Elementary, so it's PJs there, it's 10 lines there, but they all they was a nigga friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like our mamas then been together, we graduated together, like had real friendships.
Mm-hmm.
Now when you get the markup, shit get real. That's when every hood is there. The Bonnion is there, Hacienda, the bit, whatever. The Jordan Down homies there, everybody there.
So was it like a war zone or was it?
It didn't get that deep there, but it was shit like PJs coming up 50 deep when you walk home from school, or the homies coming up, grown niggas coming up 50 deep picking up the homies. It'll go through some fighting, like a lot of fighting that happened, different shit like that. But that's when you choose. Like even some homies came up to me. They didn't know about 112th or Back Street. Where you from? I'm from Gray Street, huh? I'm from 112. Oh no, you need to be from the projects. I ain't from I'm from over there. Like you didn't know the difference until you grew up a little older.
So
but
you
that
would
shit was
say,
crazy.
So it was more like pick a side type thing with that school.
That's when yeah. But then coming out of middle school, oh man, that's when shit real.
Oh, so what you mean? Like walking
going
out of
to high school. Now
okay.
Markham, everybody there. This is where everybody go. Now when you get to high school, every hood got their own high school that you supposed to go to. You feel me? When I got to Jordan, it was the switcheroo of the fucking century. I done seen niggas getting check out or we killing you. Like, man, some people didn't make it, and whoever stayed there, they had respect. Like, they respected them.
You can say, what was some of the worst things that you probably witnessed up there when you saying that?
At Jordan? Oh man, just niggas getting jumped, fighting. It wasn't too bad. Like you hear about shit going on the outside because Jordan attached to the Jordan Down, so the Jordan Down's next door. It could be a murder that just happened now. Everybody at the school. Matter of fact, I don't know who it was that died. It probably was Kodak. It was somebody, but I ain't never seen so much hurt in my life. That was like the whole day was gloomy. Everybody was quiet and sad. The school, like you could tell it affected everybody hard. Like, oh, then my boy G. Al. R.P. Alvin, he hated the nigga calling him Alvin. Tried to hit a jewelry store downtown and got killed.
And he was young?
He was young, he was a teenager. We was in the same first period. He older than me, but I remember he didn't come to school, and my boy Free La, drummer gang, he told me like, man, Alvin, what you doing? I'm like, damn, like a nigga don't make the school that next day. And then, walking from school, my route, I'm from 112. The homies get to go right next door to the projects. Me, I'm walking through fudge towns and colonials and all, just to make it back to the block.
So for people that don't understand that, can you explain the block radius?
Man, it could be one block to 2 block. Like I'm on 112th Street, 113th. We got some of that block. It's some 11 Trey Grace, but right there is the Imperial Court, the PJs. Bam, around the corner, 110th. 10 lines, bam, in between that, Fuzztown, Colonials, 103rd, the project, cross the track, niggas. I'm talking about like you could drive 1 block and be in another hood that quick.
And you have to walk through this every day?
Yeah, I walk through it every day, but me, see, I'm a nigga that never changed. Like, when we got to high school, I had some couple people scared to talk to a nigga from the other side thinking I was on something. Then it was a time when I was on something and dissing, but it was more of a because they I'm like, what's the deal? And they man, I'm like, oh man, what you, fuck you. But nigga got out of that, a lot of people got some type of, got respect for a nigga because I really was their friends before this and I never changed. when you run into me somewhere, I'm gonna be that same nigga all the time.
So, with it being so small and hoods so close to each other, did you have any allies or any friends that were from the opposite hood of where you from?
Ton of them. Ton of them. Homies don't understand it to this day. Especially the younger generation. You know, all they know is shit. We hate them. Fuck them. Fuck the ops. And you might see me with one, be like, damn, what's up with Vo? Vo on some weird shit. Like, no, I really got real friendships with these niggas. Like, they'll go against they homies for me. Like, it done been situations and they had to check that, so I do return the same love. Like I stay the same, like, and most of the people I deal with, they be on their money and they see the bigger picture already. Like, I know the young niggas ain't gonna get it all the way because it's too much that always happen. It's too much history, too much fresh shit happen, but I stay the same everywhere I go. If you run into Vo ain't gonna act funny with you. Vo gonna give you the same love. You ain't gotta be spooked. Remain the same. That's how you go a long way.
Okay, now as far as artists from out your city, who are some of the top artists about your city? First, let's go with the artists probably from your city that influenced you. Did you have any artists that influenced you from just straight up out of Watts?
Yeah.
Did you have any influences, or let me know about that?
I mean, I'm a music head, so I support anything. Like, if I could say influences, it'll just be homies in my age bracket or that I was around. Like, I'm happy, like, it just work. I'll be hearing the homies and I like that, but like influences for me to rap or like,
So
I don't know. I can't think of no. Oh, shout out Big Arch. I shout out Big Arch. You know, for sure. Shout out Big Arch. I'm trying to think because I can't think of too many Watts artists. Like, with me growing up, I was on like Atlanta. Like, I don't like that West Coast stuff. All that crip walking, chucks and beats. Like, I fucked with some old West Coast music, but that ain't my style. Like, teenager and growing up, I was on all that crunk shit, Atlanta shit and Tennessee shit, all the Hot Boys, No Limit. Like, I grew up off all that type of sound, like all that stuff. And like,
okay, so that was your influence. So now let's say this. So who would you say are some of the well-known artists that you probably have a relationship with, or
from the city in general?
Yeah, just name some of your favorite artists from your city. How about that?
First I'll go who popular. 03 Greedo, free Greedo, free.
Y'all have a relationship? You and Greedo?
Yeah, that's my friend. It's the difference between homies and friends. Free 03, Lil 100, genuine love for him. Then I'll skip past the hood. Chemo Shay out the Imperial Courts, he hot. Bankroll J, you know. But artists I fuck with now, my favorite artists, like right now, out the hood, say my boy L4 get the ends for sure. L4, my dog Lil Luch, I'm trying to keep him in the studio. Try to keep him going because he hot, he slept on. Damn, man, I don't even want to go to naming homies because then when you don't mention a nigga like, oh, he didn't say me, or he didn't. Shout out my dog John Doe from Tennessee. Okay, shout out my dog HAJ, my right hand man. I mean, shit, I ain't gonna lie, it's a ton of homies, man. So Snatch, free Snatcher, Snatch hot, and he really living what he talking about. Man.
What about okay, so you were with a long time ago. You used to be affiliated with Watts with the Records, man.
Oh yeah.
What about
hey man, let me give Wolfie his props right now. You gotta give Wolfie his flowers. I ain't gonna lie, Wolfie caught me teenager stage, brought me in. I did my first ever show with Wolfie. Like, Wolfie a hustler, man. He been had that mindset, like ASCAP and BMI and putting your stuff on CD Baby and Apple. Like, I learned all that type of shit from Wolfcat. Like, everybody, I don't care if they branched off and doing their own thing. It was a point in time when you was under that Wolfcat umbrella. So you gotta give Wolfie his flowers all the time, man. Shout out Wolfie.
And is Wolf still considered the Prince?
The Prince.
Who was he called? Wasn't he the Prince of Watts
I
or
mean,
something like that?
a nigga gonna look at himself whatever he wanna look at himself.
Mm-hmm.
It's just on them to stand on that. Like I don't care if people like, man, you ain't the Prince, you ain't. Like I'm that. I believe in that, and I'm gonna stand on it. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
that's just like. Even though I ain't with Woofy, that don't mean like I'm still was with it to the death. Like that's just like it's a family. Like even though he don't like, you know, I'll do my own studio sessions, book my own shit, do my own graphic covers. You know, like, I still fuck with that. You know,
So you got
fucking Woofy.
you got major love for Wolf. That's one of your
That's
guys.
off the back, right or wrong.
And what about Coca?
D Coca.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Shout out drummer. Damn. Shout out D Coca. Shout out Pipe. Oh yeah, them was the old heads doing their thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I know Piper was supposed to be official too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna Trill. Shout out Trilliano.
Mm-hmm.
Man, all the Watts boys active. Key.
Mm.
It's too many homies to name. I really don't want to start, but if you're doing your thing out the section, shout out to you. I support you all the way. I even support some of the, like, I don't care if a nigga a op, long as he ain't dissing. Music is music. If that shit hard, I ain't gonna lie, I be playing it. Homies be like, man, bitch, this hot. Shut up. What is you talking about?
Hey, so who you see from yeah, I ain't gonna even have you name nobody from the opposite
I
side.
name them. I don't give a fuck. I'ma stay the same.
I'm just saying, cause
Look, I know a lot of people from the 10 lines to I don't know that many niggas and people.
mm-hmm.
I went to school with a couple, but I don't know none personally like that unless they family.
Mm-hmm.
So I really know PJs, the 10 lines, some good high gang folks rapping. Oh, shout out G Wayne, 9-5, my boy Weezy. Gotta shout out Weezy.
Yeah.
See? Man, we gonna have to skip past this name, homies.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and skip past. I don't want nobody to get offended if you don't name them. And I know you got a lot of love,
Man,
so
it's too many. Shout out.
so let's go with now. You've been doing music for how many years now?
Since I was 12, so damn, that's like 14 years or something.
Mm-hmm. So now you have an
Hold on.
album.
Shout out Design. Shout out Airhead Fame. You know the old man.
Now let's go into this Grandma's Boys. Now Grandma's Boys, I know that was a mixtape you had.
Yeah.
And
Like
that one
2010, 2009.
had,
That was kind of my stamp.
one of the most iconic covers.
Oh yeah, had
I've
me
seen.
geeked up like
Now,
Jaleel White, man.
what-
You know, I always think of them crazy concepts. That was geeked up like Urkel, like on my Jaleel White tip. They don't even know that's the nigga name.
So what made you come up? How did you come up with that concept? What made you go that?
The whole
go that
CD?
route? Yeah, with the
Grandma's Boy.
with the cover
It was
and everything.
it was a movie called Grandma's Boy, a comedy, and it had a cartoon cover. So I kind of wanted that, and then but I just thought about it. Like I sent my pictures to him. It's really damn, I think his name G-Man. He did that cover. He brought that to life. Everybody thought I really threw that Urkel suspenders and all that on. I ain't throw that shit on. He did that, but Grandma's Boy matched because I'm big on grandmothers. Like I got a real love for grandma. My grandma like my mama. Like really, like my mama get jealous of that shit. My grandma is like my mama. So I'm a real grandma's boy. So I just bam.
Okay, now after losing your dad,
Mm-hmm.
who do you feel like you turned to, or who do you
At
feel
that
like,
moment when I lost him,
yeah,
like who was the
who did you turn to, or who do you feel like, because you were how old again?
he died January, I turned 12 May
And
10th.
now
And that's
12.
when my sister mama passed, same year as him.
So you turned 12. You were 12
I
when he
turned
passed.
12.
Now 12 is it's an age to where it can definitely have an effect on you,
It's the
because
craziest age. Like,
yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, my mama asked me to this day, like, damn, you act like I'm a bad mother, or was I wrong, or And I be telling her like, no, I chose. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I was so mad and hurt. I told myself I'm gonna be a fuck up. I'm like, I ain't graduating. Fuck all that. I'm finna be like this. Like, I was angry. Like, fuck all that. I'm not listening. I ain't graduating. I ain't going to no bunk ass proms. I'm just finna be this type of nigga. Don't do that. But that's what I did. It's like I chose my life at that point. Like, elementary, they'll tell you. Like, I used to, my cousin from the PJ, he'd be like, man, you was the smart kid in school. Like, sometimes in high school, I used to help people with their homework and don't do mine on purpose. Like, I was just like, man, fuck off. Like, I don't know, it affect you cold at that age. I'm telling you, you're experiencing your daddy a nigga, the Christmases, not even the gifts, just having the love, him picking you up, flat, like, and it all just gets stripped from you. It gets stripped from you. Like, a lot of people ain't lost no parents. Like, some people lost a parent as they grown, but it's like, you grown now, you old enough to, like, man up and just like, okay, it's probably was their time, like, they lived their life. It hurt, but as a kid, shit fucked up.
It was hard to process.
Yeah, and that's the day. That day I chose it how I wanted to be.
So how do you feel now? Like, do you ever get up over that, or does that stick with you, or?
I mean, I'm over it. I ain't gonna lie, I'm strong as a motherfucker because I ain't even cry at the funeral. Everybody be like, damn, you strong. Like, I ain't seen so many deaths and different shit. Like, it's like I understand and I knew the life he was living anyway. Like, it was either life in jail or shit, because he got a lot of bad karma. I mean, he was a nigga. He was a killer. He was a hustler. He was a fighter. Like, this nigga do all above. Like, you don't want nobody fearing you in the streets or feel like, damn, I can't live while this nigga around, because he dangerous. He fucking our hoes. He could fight. He gonna kill us too. Like, it's like, man, he did a lot of shit. He shot his own mama before. He shot my grandma.
Oh, wow.
Accident.
Wow.
Accident. Not an accident, but shit. She was taking his little county checks. She usually cash him and give him the money. He checked the mail check gone. He like, where my check?
Wait. Your dad?
My dad
Shot
his mother, my
mother.
grandma. RP my grandma too.
Okay, go on. And so how did that
So
go?
like, he get checks and she cash them for him, and he give her cut and he take his cut. This particular time, check missing. He like, where my check?
Fix that, Dre, because I want to hear this clear.
He like, check missing. He like, where my check at, mama? She go big on him. I know my grandma, she act a donkey, she a fool. Nigga, whoop-de-whoop, I don't give a fuck. She threw bleach in the nigga eyes. So yeah, he blind, he go crazy, he grab his gun, he just go to shooting at the bottom of the door. He hit her in the foot. He went to jail for that shit too. He did his little time.
Wait, how old was he when he did that?
Oh no. See, you gotta understand too, I barely just started thinking about this shit as I got older, because my dad used to do all type of crazy shit. Like, he used to put me in the car and be like, yeah, Dad, I'll teach you how to fuck these hoes, man. And I'm just looking at him like, eh? Or one day he'll pull out a gun, like, what you know about this? Like, you don't get that big ass shit out my face, what the fuck wrong with this nigga? But I realized, like, this nigga was a young nigga the whole time. Like, he didn't make it to C30. I think he died at like 28, 29.
Okay.
And you know, when you die, you stay the same age. So that's why I always say I'm older than my pops. 32 now, I made it past him. Like, he had a lot of, like, he was a young nigga this time when he had me. He was a fucking young nigga. So I finally realized that in my head. But
so how do you feel like that plays a part with you being an adult? Do you feel like, is there any lessons that he taught you that stick with you besides like the things that you saw that may have been perceived as negative? What about positive things that you feel like he instilled in you?
He was always like, he stayed the same person. He was real. He looked out for all his peoples. Like, when Christmas came, his car filled up, not only for his kids, cousins or anybody else, kids or shit like that. Like, he did a lot of good. And then far as him dying, like, it just sharpened me up on how to move in the streets and how to be. Like, I ain't no nigga that's gonna live off his rep. Like, everybody like, oh, you Devo's son, or you know, I got my own name, do my own thing, and it just taught me a lesson how to move in the streets and how not to check myself out early like he did, just making it past his age. That's something, because I didn't think I was gonna make it past 30 either. Or I just didn't want to, I don't know, but I'm still here, so it's like some type of reason, you got some type of purpose here.
Now, do you feel like that numbed you, far as because I mean, that being your pops, do you feel like any other deaths after that, like, what, did it numb you?
You would think I don't give a fuck. You would think I'm fake as fuck at the funeral, because it's like, how you not hurt? How you not, like, I didn't lost too many close people.
How many people do you think in your lifetime that you've known, whether it's friends or family, how many, well, let's just go like this. How many friends do you feel like you lost, or family members, to probably, let's say, just violence in the streets or something, dealing with the streets?
Majority of them.
And
majority of them. I ain't
too many
lie.
to count, or?
Hell yeah, it's too many to count. I've been going to fucking funerals since nigga was a kid. I'm talking about multiple, like, I'll probably name over fucking 30, 40, 50 people.
Wow.
That shit don't even bother me no more, I ain't gonna lie. It just be like, I ain't gonna lie, like, you would think about it, or it'd be another day, nigga might get sad, reminiscing, like, damn, like, you know, you think about it and shit, but I'm really numb to that shit now. Like, it would just be like, hey.
So is that like that's like
everything
the norm?
That shit normal, and it's sad. That shit normal.
And I compare Watts to almost like Chicago. Do you think it's a fair assessment to say that it's probably similar, far as when you're dealing with the violence and the different things you have to deal with in the city? Do you think it's a little bit similar, or worse, or maybe the same?
No, it's similar. It's similar, but I ain't gonna lie, Chicago worse. They got us beat. But the thing is, now, like, all of the new young generation, they trying to be like Chicago. All that smoking on dead ops and wearing niggas pictures on your shirts and that died, and smoking this pack and this and that. Like, they having shit getting kicked up. Like, this shit, everybody trying to live like that. Like, I don't know. A lot of music and different shit. A lot of people influenced by all that social media and music shit.
So
they heavily influenced, and they think that shit cool, playing internet games. Like my little brother Ashton. That was a good kid. Like my little brother Ashton, he lost his life to the street and that type of stuff in internet games. Like, I ain't gonna get on camera and sugarcoat nothing. Like, he was hard-headed. He had his brother doing his thing. Shout out to Shari, he done made it. But Ashton, he was on his way. He had a football dream and everything, but he also was like infatuated with that street life. Like, he wanted that fame too.
And you feel like do you think that's taking a toll on this generation? Like,
definitely.
So that Chicago influence, is it?
It been happening, just on some gangbanging shit. Like, you know, that's why they be like Peachtree. Like, that shit'll never happen. Like, hopefully y'all, I don't know, it's too much death. Like even if another person from the hood be like, I'm on my money tip, I'm with it. I ain't thinking, no, what about this nigga that lost his people? So like, oh, fuck my people though, huh? Just suck that up and we gonna peep. Like, it's gonna keep going back and forth.
You feel like that's a hopeless cause?
I ain't gonna, cause I don't wanna, like, just, to me, it'll die down for a minute. Certain folks go to jail, or everything happened for a reason. Some people go to jail. I just look at it like God sent you away to protect you because something probably was gonna happen to you out here. So now you're going in there, rehabilitate your mind and all that, come back with a new mindset, or be that revolving door or whatever. But
So do you feel like at times the music and doing music keep you away from a lot of the things that goes on in the streets, or do you have to deal with both, or do you still have to deal with it when you're dealing
Me,
with
I gotta
music?
do with both. I gotta deal with both because it depends on how much you working. Like an artist, you supposed to be in there damn near every night. You gotta stay busy. You keep yourself busy and out the way. You won't be in no type of situations. Like say me, I ain't gonna lie, I probably record once, twice a month.
Mm-hmm.
In between then, I'm in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
I'm where it's at. I'm where it's going on. Like, so I gotta see certain problems while I'm trying to make it, and that might affect me. Like, now I'm in a whole nother mode. Now I done got into something. So I mean, like, now I done put the music on hold. So it's just you just gotta stay busy and take them steps. A lot of people be like, "Oh, he weak. You could have been blow. Why you ain't blow?" It's something that he doing that I'm not doing.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody made it deserve it. So it's some type of footwork or something that he doing to get him there. It's more than one just making the music.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
So how do you feel as far as the camaraderie amongst the artists in your neighborhood? Do you feel like a lot of dudes from Watts that are artists, do they, well, let's just say from your section or
Yeah.
from your neighborhood, do they have any camaraderie? Do they work together? Do they have relationships, or do you feel like you guys?
Some people know each other. Then some people like when you in jail, you gotta get along with your enemies and shit like that. So certain people probably then met each other in jail. Like, oh, this my nigga. He was cool. We didn't walk the yard. So they get out and they doing music. They gonna fuck with each other. He gonna be like, fuck with the homies thing. You my boy. Like, but a lot of the some years ago, a lot of the rappers already be on that tip, on the peace treaty tip. Like the rappers, like they trying to see the bigger picture. They always got that dream of putting somebody from each project on one song. But like the newer generation, that's all that smoking your dead homies and dissing and all. They ain't with none of that shit. They gotta have to experience something together or been somewhere outnumbered, and this nigga calmed his homies down and gave you a pass or did something real for them to respect. It gotta be something that made them respect each other, and then they gonna fuck with each other and be like locked in.
Okay, now in the battle rap world,
Battle rap.
it's it's a well-known top tier artist, Daylight. Do you have a relationship with Daylight? Do you know Daylight?
Yeah, they like my boy, man.
Yeah, how's your relationship with Day?
I had a group with my group, me and Show and Lil Fox. We was the Block Burners. Daylight did the beat for one of our first songs. A lot of people think Daylight gay, weird, and all that crazy shit he doing, but Daylight got a badass baby mama. He's a regular nigga. He just smart as a motherfucker. Like, he do all that dumbass shit on purpose. He like a troll. Like, he know what that shit do. But I knew Daylight before he was battle rapping, when he was rapping with the Wasp Boys, with my boy HHA, Killer, Active, Keys, Sumo. Shout out Sumo. He was a part of the Wasp Boys. That was another group that was doing their thing when I first started too. That some of the younger folks in the projects probably looked up to, the Wasp Boys. Like, Daylight still cool. Daylight just, I don't know where the fuck he at. He doing his thing. He used to shoot videos and shit for the homies, get him love. But we cool. We deal with each other on a certain level, so we always gonna be cool.
And have you ever experienced him? I hear him kicking up a lot of game, and he's one of what people consider woke. Do he ever express those type of things with anybody, any dudes from the neighborhood, or do you ever display that type of?
He been like that. He been that different, out the world thinking ass type of nigga. But you know, a lot of homies don't even want to hear that shit. Then a lot of homies that just like coming up, they don't even know Daylight. They probably be like, "Who the fuck is?" Because he out the way already doing his thing. They probably wouldn't even think he really from Watts too. No, Daylight was there. Like,
oh, you mean like the generations coming up?
yeah, like some of them don't even know him. Like, who is he? He weird. What are you doing on stage? What the?
But
Oh,
you
they
sound like,
like-
yeah, he official. Off top. So, what you got dropping, Bo? Man, what we got? What you working on?
Me and my brother Jay, we got the Mud Brothers project coming out. Probably like 16 songs.
Mm-hmm.
I just dropped the project New Age Hot Boy. Always wanted like my block is high, my G code, like my little Cash Money No Limit Trill Entertainment type CD. So that's on Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify. That's out on all major platforms. I'm finna drop the Mud Brothers with Jay. I'm working on all visuals right now because I was lacking on that, no lie. So I'm just finna, I got too much body. My body of work crazy. I got too much music, so I'm just finna paint the picture to all these songs. But I might do another EP called Play It Raw. Then I got an album, Play It Raw.
Okay.
Another street little EP. Then I got another album. I'm finna close by the end of the year. I don't know the name yet, but it's like it's a lot of industry, different sounding type of stuff. Because people are always looking at me thinking I'm on that hot boy shit or that's my zone, but really I'm like versatile. I'm into all type of music. So this project really gonna show you like, no, I'm an artist.
Mm-hmm.
I could write for artists. I could do it. Like it's gonna show you. So about 3 projects coming.
I mean, we see the drip, so we know money
yeah,
coming, money coming in somehow.
It's light work.
What the chain saying, man? Well, I see that big
This
old
light
piece
work,
at the bottom. What's that big old piece at the bottom? What that
that
say?
112th boy.
The 112th
Remember I
boy?
told y'all from 112th and Grape, 112th and Wilmington. Like this was one of my first mixtapes, that 112th boy when I started. So I always rock that. You know, I got pops on me.
Okay, so that's your pops you was talking about.
You know, yeah, this all shit I been had, man. Wait till Big Boy Jury gonna come soon. Big boy shit. Yeah, you know.
Man, well, Bo, man, we gonna go ahead and wrap it up, man. And I know you're gonna come and join me again, man. I definitely
most
appreciate you.
definitely, man.
Definitely appreciate you, King, man. And go ahead and shout out your platforms once again for
You
him,
already
King.
know what's going on, man. FLM the Mob, Donatello the Gang, and I'm 3 times iller. Catch me on Facebook, Donatello Voski. You know Donatello Gang. I ain't even talk about that. That's the gang.
Oh, wait, before we go,
Gang.
Donatello Gang. Go ahead, give it to us. What is Donatello Gang, man?
Police.
I see the Ninja Turtle.
The police done made it into a hood now, so I don't know. We in gang file. Donatello was never a gang clique. It was a rap group.
And what was it? What was
It
it
was
about?
me, Wop, Show, Fully Cash. It was a group of niggas who ain't scared to be different or let the inner child come out and make the craziest type of concept songs. Still bust out with the dance move, act crazy and fun, you know, like the Ninja Turtles. And we come from the gutter. Like it was a rap group that I've been started a long time ago. Yeah, that's what that was, man.
So I see him.
But yeah, but now the police.
So why did they classify it as a gang now,
I
man?
don't know. They pull up every day. What's up, Donatello? What's going on? You ain't dropped no new videos yet? You're not working? Like, god damn. So that'd be y'all watching the nigga Instagram story. All them fake model pages with 3 followers and all. That's the law. They watching nigga page. They dangerous. I ain't gonna lie to you.
All right, Bo, man. Appreciate you, King. For,
Hey, Voski Music on Instagram. Music is MUZIK. Donatello Voski on Facebook. Voski Gone Wild on Snapchat. Man, just tap in.
Off top, Voski. Appreciate you.
You already know.
Yes, sir.